Did that just talk? What's over there? Okay. Hi, guys. Happy day two. I'm so excited. We have Kim Craig with us today, OG of the OG. Kim, do you remember the Barrels weekend? We had Christine as well yesterday. So she was talking about all the tears, which I said hopefully doesn't happen as much anymore.
Yes, there were a lot, and that was it, the sea shaper, the most
Oh,
enlightening, illuminating.
the C shaper for you. You had a C shaper, right? So you were like one of the only people who could do it with me. Yes. Yes, that was so fun. Um, I'm gonna torture them with a C shaper tomorrow, I think is gonna be mostly ladder barrel. But I was looking and it does say C shaper comes today, then ladder barrel. But I know a lot of people are where they can have a ladder barrel for today, so we're gonna do ladder barrel. Um, Kim, any fun things you want to share with them to keep in mind for this weekend?
um, I don't know. Think about the barrels. I feel like they're very confronting, I guess, because we can find ways to cheat on a lot of things, but the barrels is like not so much. And so give yourself some grace and remember that it's progress, not perfection. And you will definitely notice a ton of progress between now and where you are with them a year from now. Just like everything, consistency
Mm,
and the things that you hate are most likely the best things for you. So
mm. I love that. They're confronting. They are. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that. What great words of wisdom. Thanks, Kim. Okay, guys. So we're gonna start with a workout for those who want to move. We're gonna start with the spine corrector. So here we have two barrels and two spine correctors, so we can have four people moving if we want. Um, can you see the waiting room? Okay. Um, then what we want to do is let's get on our spine correctors first. Um, and if you're not moving, you'll go camera off. So will Kim and I, just for this, you won't just for the workout, just so on the replay it's a little easier. So we're gonna do a little spine corrector, then a little mat work. Okay. There'll be movement again tomorrow. So just okay. All right, let's. But guys, the good news is I came back from the gym and the guy was on the roof fixing the AC. Possible we'll have AC before we're done with this today. So I can move back home. As fun as this is, I really, really like my it does. But I'm like, where am I gonna put stuff so I don't hit the white walls? All right. All right, guys. So on your spine corrector, set up for your arm series. You can use them. You can use them. I don't know that I have four sets of weights. I do have four dowels, but I don't have four sets of weights. So, all right, set yourself up where you really do you think so, Vicky? Do we think that's the spot? Vicky, what does the queen side look like? So before we'll all start together. Everyone's getting settled. Awesome. Take your weights in your hand. You'll start with circles. If you don't have weights, you'll pretend you're holding 1 pound weights. You can grab some water bottles. Good. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale. And on this side, Vicky, I really like it doesn't look like your neck is hanging. You can slide back even a little over that barrel if you want. No, the other way. Yeah, backwards. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. But the circles, remember, we're not turning the hands around. So it's inhale up, and as soon as you can, the palms face down again. So no one's probably going to circle lower than their body. Yeah. Maybe even not even lower than the equipment, right? It's not a stretch. You're finding the strength. Reverse the circles, right? So it's inhale and you go overhead, and it's exhale down. So what you should be feeling, and Desi, you're kind of flipping your palms a little more than I want. Go ahead and rest your arms for a second. I want to just give you something to think about. We'll do two more in each direction. You should be feeling that when your arms go overhead, you're pulled into the most amazing swimming, just like the breaststroke of your dreams. And when the arms circle around, it should feel like the 100. And some of you are doing like a stretch. So do two more in each direction. Find your incredible one on the reformer, breaststroke reach. And then as you circle the arms around, it should feel like you're ready for the 100. Do in each direction. Miranda, I think you need to slide over that, babe. That looks like a relaxing spot. Yeah, you're not there. Yeah, thank you. Now I see extension in your body. All right, then rotate the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, one arm overhead. Exhale, one arm. Sorry, inhale, one arm up, one arm down. Exhale, arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, switch. The arm overhead is doing the swimming. The arm that's down is doing chest expansion. Your side bodies should not feel like they change shape other than that they get longer. So the arm that's coming down, it's tempting for that to become a shorter side. Use the breath. So your pace might be different depending on how long your inhales are, how long your exhales are. And then palms face each other. Inhale. The arms open up wide. Exhale, stay there. Simon didn't say that. There you go. Inhale, arms up. Close the elbows and pull them down as you exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, stay open. Inhale, reach straight arms up. Yeah, elbow over elbow. So some of you are bending your arms prematurely. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, straight arms, straight arms until the elbows are on top of each other. Bend and pull. One more. And then sit on up, grab a dowel, and then lie back down. Inhale, take the arms overhead, pulse it. Exhale, pull the arms down. And the pulse is not a stretch of the armpits, right? The arms go overhead. You should feel your lats getting longer. It's pulling you into extension. It's pulling you more over your barrel. Lower the arms down. Two more. Awesome. When you're done, put the dowel to the side, grab your head, roll on up, and then set yourself up for your leg series. So sit just shy of the hump. Woo, Cordelia. Glad you're okay, babe. So you gotta hold on to your handles. Yeah, hold on to your handles. One knee in, one foot on the step. Use the foot on the step to help you slide back. Yeah, there you go. All right, knees into your chest. Start with the knees into your chest. Make sure you feel good on your neck. You shouldn't feel like you're on your neck, right? You should feel on your shoulders. And then frog your legs out like it's a low ceiling and circle the legs. Big circles around and together. And then you can reverse it. And then you'll frog in when you're even, frog out to that low ceiling point and do little circles, fast little circles. Circle, circle, circle. You are. And see how, Miranda, I can tell where your legs are in space based on just looking at your chest. So do those again without your chest reacting to them. Yeah. And then when you're even, frog in, frog out. This is to a high diagonal and walk down up to 6 steps and then back up. Those of you who are using small barrels, if your tailbone is over the hump, you have extra work to do. Gwyneth, can you reach your legs straighter? Yeah. Uh-huh. Once you've done 3 sets of walking, frog in, frog out to that low ceiling, and then go ahead and go into your beats. And then frog in, we're skipping scissors and we're going into your bicycle. So frog out. And I want to see amazing bicycles. Touch the mat, touch the step, touch the mat, reverse the bicycles. Amazing. Then hug it in and then send your legs straight up to the ceiling. Heels together, toes apart, bend your knees wide and toes towards each other. All right, toes towards each other. Now pull the thighs in towards you. 1, 2, 3, reach out, flex the feet, and then bend the knees with flexed feet. And then move not the feet together, guys. It's not the feet together. It's like you're pulling your legs towards your seat. Yeah. And then reach with flexed feet, point, and pull. It's like you're doing an externally rotated hamstring curl. And then you got to hold your femurs in place. Awesome. Bring your legs together. hmm And then frog, actually where we want to do? What do I want to go? Let's, let's go into your hip twist. So both knees to your right shoulder, both knees to your left shoulder, back to the right shoulder, and then kick the legs over you. Oh, look at all these thighs that moved. Try that again. Knee to one shoulder, to the other shoulder, back to the first shoulder, and kick the legs without moving the thighs. Yeah. Again, one more time, one more set each side. Awesome. Once you're even, bend your knees into your chest and do rolling in and out, just little circles around your lower back. And then when you feel even, lift your hips and push the barrel away. Let your legs drape on the barrel. All right, take a second with those draped legs. Let all that blood flow come back. And then you're gonna find your swan swimming and rocking. So lie on your stomach. hmm So remember, start with the legs first. If you're new to figuring out where your spot is, start with the legs first. Inner thighs up, and then reach one arm forward and then the other arm forward. And when you're convinced of your swimming position, take your arms wide to the side and inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, lift the legs. Yeah. So it's not a head exercise. Inhale, lift the chest, arms wide to the side. Yeah. And then hold your swan, reach forward, find your superhuman position, and start to swim. And this is where you can really push the arms down to lift your chest up. Those you struggle with lifting your chest in your swan. Use the arms to push the air down so it lifts your chest up. And then hold your position. And then reach your arms behind you as you bend your knees. Grab what you can. Way to go, Vicky. Push your feet into your hands. Lift your chest. More chest up, Melanie. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Yeah. Use your legs more, Melanie. More legs. More legs. hmm Yes. And then we have work to do on those, but it's good. You got to reach out, find your superhero position, then lower down. So always find save enough room in the tank to save it. Okay. Sit back, child's pose, put your barrel away, stand at the top of your mat. Let's go. Let's see how we feel. All right. So stand at the top of your mat, turn around, stay there. Yeah. All right. Cross one ankle over the other and one arm and go for it. Lower down. Let's see 3 reps of the 100, 2 roll-ups, 2 rollovers in each direction if you do them. Melanie, your barrel is in my way. Yep. So 2 roll-ups. And if you do rollovers, 2 in each direction. Two single leg circles in each direction. Then you're rolling like a ball two, and then ab series two of each. There's two sides. That means you're doing two full sets. Just a reminder, it's not a race. Find your rhythm. Each exercise has one. Where does the period on the sentence go? Where does the exercise end and the next one begin? Some of you are a little late to the party, so let's find your rhythm. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to find how can I get more out of my center with each rep? Oh my gosh, Vicky, you're almost at your ankles. Stop. Oh my gosh, she did it. And she can get to her ankles. She's cheating us. Oh, elbows wide, hands interlace. Push your head into your hands. There we go. So once you're done spine stretch forward, you have open leg rocker, you have corkscrew and saw. Then you have swan, palms face down, Des. Ooh, Melanie, that is so good. That's gotten so good. Must have been that spine corrector. After your swans, you have your single leg kick and your double leg kick. Remember, eyes up. So Jamila, eyes up on that. Legs a little narrower, Jamila, and internally rotate your thighs. Yeah. Christine, that's gotten better. It's gotten better. Feet down, Cordelia, in your double leg kick so you can really juice out your lift. So, yep. So push them down when you press. Push your feet. Yeah. Give you more length in your lower back. Yeah. After your single leg kick, you have your thigh stretch. You do want to take advantage of the counter stretches. I see people skip that like you're in a rush. Joe actually put the counter stretches in. You don't have to do a Joe's pose, but do a counter stretch. Cordelia, arms are different. Arms start up, lower them as you lean back. Yes. Do you see how you're in a straighter line now? Yeah. All right. After your thigh stretch, you have your neck pull, high scissors, high bicycle if you do them. A little too far on that. You've kind of rounded. Yeah. So if you want to go back that far, you have to come up with a straight body. There you go. Oh, Miranda, what happened to your beautiful barrel? Where find your barrel. It's way away from your face. Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Don't even bring your knee towards you. Just bend over there. Yeah. I need to find one of those like the sets of wheels and just hold it. You know what I mean? Because I want people to pedal further away. Yeah. Go, Gwyneth, touch the floor, babe. Do it. Touch the floor. Do it. Yeah. That was so good. That was great. Yes. Bicycles are getting so much better. My goodness. It's amazing. Desi, flex the bottom foot on that moon box. Use it. Yeah. Great job. You guys are doing great. I'm not even calling exercises out anymore. So either you're cheating off your neighbor or you know it, which is really great. I'll take either one. Today, the bar is low. Miranda and Gwyneth, give me more waist length. Like, how can you lift your waist off an imaginary barrel? After your side kicks, keep going. You're doing great. Just two of everything. So go faster in those hip circles. Go, just do it. That's more than plenty. All right, get your swimming on and then take the counter stretch. Cordelia, your kneeling side kicks look really strong. Look good. Melanie, teaser looks good. Just pull those fingers together, babe. You look like you're trying to cast a spell. There you go. Mm-hmm. Dan, this leg pull, yes. Keep reaching out. Oh my gosh, I like it. That's good. Vicky, I know you hate swimming, but it's getting better. Desi, after you reach your arms behind you, just put them back down. Yep. And then just put, nope, don't circle them anymore. Just reach them behind you. Now put them back down by your hips. Put them down. Yep. Reach them behind you, put them down. Reach them behind you, put them. That's exactly it. Give me more straighter legs, Dan. Straighter legs. Squeeze them. The more you squeeze those legs, the straighter they're going to get. Yep. You don't even have to open them that much on your boomerang. Do one more. Just quick switch. No, even quicker. You're doing a spine stretch forward open. I want like, no, smaller. Better. Yeah. Hmm. So if you're doing that, your legs have to stay straight. You have to bend your spine. Yeah, I think you're going too low for what your shoulder can hold on to. Yeah, then I wouldn't do it or I would stagger, but like you're bending your knees and you're coming off your shoulder complete. It's like you're not on it. So your body's not your spine's not side bending. You're kind of falling in your joint. Yeah, try it. You gotta have your knees stay straight. And then I need to see your hips lift you up, your shoulders lifting you up. Hips. Keep working on it. I don't think you need to go that low. I think that's part of it until you can control that shoulder. Keep going to the beach. You're to the home stretch. Lift your head, Gwyneth. Drop your head, Vicky. Drop your head, Vicky. Look at those calves, Vicky. Look at your calves. Look at them. Yeah. Now lift your head. Now look at your gorgeous calves. Lift your ribs and look at those calves, babe. Keep looking at them. Drop that head more, more, more. Drop it now. Drop it again. Yeah. Oh, I should feel like you could just shake it out. When you're done, just like take a moment to note what felt good having done some spine corrector first. What were you surprised on? Did anything feel different? Maybe nothing did. All right, guys. Great work. Who wants to share? How are we feeling? Go ahead, Dan.
I think I kind of felt everything, like all the connections, because we did like the arm series and the leg series. So like when we did like pretty much like all the mat exercises, like I could feel the arm connection in the ab series, and I could feel the leg like when we did high bicycle, high scissors, like I could feel everything, pretty much all the connections within, you know, the system. I'm
Yeah.
also kind of out of breath, so
Yeah, you're good. I could tell because usually like your leg pull was not quad first. It was really nice. And when I asked you to straighten your legs and boomerang, it was like more like the legs. It was just great. I could see it. Vicky tried seal and she was able to find a moment of a shoulder stand, probably from the leg series. I think so. I think so. Go ahead, Christine.
Um, I did shoulder bridge with my hands under my hips, and it felt really good. And I think all that life series really opened up my lower back, and then my rocking felt amazing. It didn't feel like I was in my back; it felt like I was just in a balanced body. Yeah, just all the extension felt way more accessible.
I love that. I think I mean, like, that's the idea, right? If you can get good at staying on your shoulders and opening your hips, that's what shoulder bridge is. And it's easy, especially with the bendy bodies, for it to be like lower back up and go, I'm reaching my tailbone, but still have your lower back up. So I think that it's really, really helpful. And really, what it revealed, I think I saw on your body, Christine, is like your side bend and your side kicks after you open your hips, that's where you still have the wobble. There's the hip wants to go back or the hip wants to move. So that might be more stuff to do with the barrel later, or more things to do with the Cadillac, with the side leaning stuff. But like what I love is when we can actually like truly find some connections. It's like, oh, that's what's going on. It wasn't what I thought it was. It's this, you know what I mean? Like, and that's helpful. So I really think that's great. All looked really good. Your guys' bicycles were not over your faces. It was so nice. Everyone was walking for the wild side. Anyone else?
My swan dive felt really strong today. I usually don't do the dive. I just do just like lifting my chest a little bit with my arms, but I went for the dive today and it just felt really nice.
I love that. Melanie.
I think the leg series, opening up my hips, really helped me connect in open leg rocker and teaser.
Yeah, you
Just being
usually
able
look
to
like
find that pelvic.
you look like you're leaning back usually, and this time it was
Yeah.
like it's a problem for you? Really? Like it was so good. It was so
Yeah.
good.
You saying it looked good was like, that's my biggest victory so far. Most excited in my body.
Yeah. Glennis said the barrel definitely helped the high season bicycles. She got more connected. I love it. Who else? Anyone else? Cordelia.
I actually enjoyed rocking today.
You didn't use your head as much. I noticed. It was really, really nice. It was really good. It was
It
great.
felt
You
really
guys all
good.
had some good stuff. It's nice, right? So it's not a cure-all, but especially when you're not, when like the things you need to work on are repetitive, maybe you just need an extra warm-up, especially depending on when you're working out, right? If you're working out super early in the morning, it might be what you need. It might not be, right? It might have to be after your mat. So just know that that's an option. Any questions from what you just saw, what you just did, anything that you woke up in the middle of the night thinking about?
I had a quick question about when you're on the barrel for like swan, swimming, all of that stuff. Is there like a certain area that you should be balancing? I know you said like kind of the center of your body, um, but I feel like it's like more like my hip points anchoring me. Um, I don't know.
Like you feel like they shouldn't be doing it, or you feel like that's where you can balance?
I guess I'm just wondering like what's the ideal place to like find your balance at, or maybe there's no ideal.
It's really depend on the person because like someone with a shorter torso is going to have to be in a different spot than someone who's a longer torso.
Okay.
So it's where you can balance and lift without pushing your stomach down,
Okay.
right? So it's hard. And also
Yeah.
like it took me um I only recently started going back a little bit more. I was kind of going a little too, even though I could balance further forward. it was limiting what my rocking was able to do. So I went back a little bit and now I have the strength to balance back there. So it kind of, you should be able to go back and forth with all these things, fully balance and not have to move till your grasshopper. Where it is in your body is gonna be different. But if you're pushing your hip points down to balance, that's not okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they should be up because they should be,
I
you want to, you're still stretching the front side of your body.
so then like what's anchoring you? If
Nothing. You're not anchored at all. Like you're not going where you're I'm trying to think of what's an example. It's not like we're pushing something into the barrel and then turning you back and forth. You are a boat on the water.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
So the part of you that is touching the water, if a wave comes up, right? And then the boat, like that's what, there's nothing
Okay.
anchored.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
The helpful?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christine.
I just wanted to preface when we started the spine pressure part of this morning, when I first got on, I thought, this is a little painful. Like I thought, like I'm not comfortable. My lower back is giving me some information saying we shouldn't be here. Um, but I was like, is it pain or is it just like discomfort? Like discomfort doesn't mean pain. Um, and so I was thinking about that, like what you said yesterday, like it can be uncomfortable, but as long as it's not painful, breathe through it and see what happens. So I was just reminded of that. If I had gotten out of it and something different, I wouldn't have had that great mat experience. So anyway,
I like that. I think that's like, I think one, I think it's great that you asked yourself, you remembered that. And two, you know, depending on what you did, right? Like I have gotten on my spine corrector on the king side going, oh, this is feeling tight. But after a couple of reps, the body opens up. If you're like, after a couple of reps, it's like just not, it's resisting, you might want to just go to the other side, you know? So it's just, you have options. And so don't push yourself to stay on one side if there's another one. But also, I do think sometimes we modify too quickly. I really do. And if you have, obviously, look, if she had some sort of actual neck or back issue and she's like, ooh, this felt, I'd be like, oh, okay, we're not pushing it. She's a healthy body. And she did it yesterday. So part of it is her body is so tired, slept in a different bed, right? Like did more extensions. Like today at the gym, I went to do my first squat and I was like, oh, my knees are sore. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. And then like the second set, they were less sore. And it's like, oh no, I just gotta move stuff around. And so I do think that like a lot of our clients are not aware of how their body actually feels. And it doesn't mean we don't believe them, but I do think we owe it to them to inquire, owe it to them to inquire. Um, while you guys were moving, I decided I'm changing my mind back and we are going to do C Shaper today because it doesn't take a lot of time and it is Kim Craig's favorite. And we have her today, and so how dare we not? Um, so is there any questions before we switch to doing some more exercises? Yes,
I
Sally
just
Joe.
have one more to clarify, which you kind of went through this during their session, but the breathing for the arm series. So you reach in, no, hold on. Yeah, you reach into extension, exhale as you come around. When you are going back into your circles, like you switch directions, you still inhale up, exhale, come back around. Okay. And then it's inhale here, exhale, come together. And then inhale as you open, exhale, stay open. Inhale, close, elbows come together. Then you bend, exhale, pull down into the chest. Okay, thank you.
Yep, yep, yep. That's all right. Swimming series caused up my pain in my tummy. Is that because of my placement? Um, yeah, it can be. It can also be a sign that, like, I don't know, did you eat recently? Are your abs sore from yesterday? And so just pressure on them, just like you put pressure on a sore muscle. Um, are you too far forward or too far back? Are you pushing your stomach down versus pulling it up? Like a lot of people push down to balance as opposed to like lifting up. It's not supposed to feel awesome. It's kind of like You know how like Joe stood on someone's stomach? I'm sure it didn't feel awesome, but it didn't hurt the person. So you're not like it's not a handshake, but it shouldn't feel like it's, massaging your intestines towards the bathroom. Like your muscles should be on. So something tells me, Cordelia, um, probably can get more length in your lower back and get more low abs on. You might see more abs on, and so it's easy to bear down or just grip and not get longer. Yeah, yeah. But keep playing with the placement on that one. Okay. So I need some bodies. We have two C shapers here. So let's get two bodies on these C shapers. If you are like, oh my God, I have access to C shaper tomorrow, we'll use it tomorrow. Don't even worry. Well, we can run through it again. I'll look at your body. You guys could all ask more questions and take up more space. So, but who's gonna get on these C shapers? You need it. Sally Joe, get on my C shaper. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Especially if you don't have access to one, get on one. Okay, so Kim, Craig, can you spotlight my blue one? And then Christine, you can probably use this blue mat right here. hmm Just need a camera on it. Awesome. We got one more C shaper. You can spotlight Christine Ivies. I like it. I think it's good to look at different bodies on the C shapers. Um, so you're good. You're good. I am going to turn on the lights though, even though the sun is out. This house is not as bright as I want. No one trip on this, please. Um, there we go. All right. I don't think it's doing anything, but makes me feel like I'm using them. Okay. Can it turn on? Yeah, it's just dark. Okay. All right. So the C shaper. Oh my God. And on the Saturday, he said, let there be light. Um, okay. All right, guys. Sorry, I had my speakers off like a weirdo. Lie on back, ladies. Okay, so again, reminder, this is not from Joe. But it's the reverse. Oh, you're on the camera. There you go, babe. You can scoot over. It's the reverse of the barrel, and it's really helpful for teaching a long round back. So both of these ladies have to slide around. Because Sally Joe does have a hard time, lower is going to be better for Sally Joe. And Christine is a bendy body, so she might want to be a little higher, but not so high that your shoulders are up like that. Yeah, right there is probably pretty good. Okay, so then the 100, they have options. They can bend their knees and place their feet on the ground. hmm Okay. They can take their legs out to a high diagonal. Okay. I don't like them straight out on this because that lip kind of changes their legs. Now, put your feet back down, ladies. So both of them have to get all of their body on the C shaper. So I'm talking low ribs, low back. So maybe use your feet to help you find your heart against it, right? And if it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's going to take some time, but it'll eventually get there. Okay. So we probably know that Sally Joe's is having a little bit of a spot that's not there yet. Now, here's the rule. Whatever is touching has to stay touching. Whatever isn't touching, you're trying to get it there with each rep. So go ahead and do your 100, pick your leg position and pump your arms. hmm So just because your arms are pumping doesn't mean the shoulder wings are coming off of the C shaper. And you'll also probably feel like maybe there's a certain like vertebra on the back that wants to go on, off, on, off, on, off, right? And when they're convinced they've done 100, they can set their legs down. And then they're going to do a half roll up or so they can touch their thighs or they can have their palms forward and they're going to roll up. No sitting tall, just round up. All right, and they got to round back and we have to see if they land. See how Christine's shoulders are forward when she landed? They didn't land where they started. So you got to roll up. And so I always look like does their mid back touch before their low back touches. But then if you tell them that, then they pull their shoulders forward, right? Yeah. Is it fun? Are we having a little spasm? Okay, great. Okay. They're both having their own expletives coming out under their breaths. Okay. All right. Arms down by your side. One leg stays like the way it is. One leg goes up to the ceiling and do your single leg circles. And so single leg circles is a tall back exercise, but I find this is a more helpful way to show them how much their hips are moving. The pelvis shouldn't move as the leg is going. And I'm going to take some of your arms away. So just take your arms forward because some of you are using your arms more than your center. Yeah. So normally I'd have their arms just resting, but there was a little cheating going on. The knees, the one leg stays bent because it goes straight, but that lip is there. So it makes it really weird. And so I find it's easier for people to stabilize and use more hamstring and glute. The other thing is that if your knee that's bent goes side to side, it makes us, we're losing your inner thigh, right? All right, once they do both, they're going to do a half roll up and stay up. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. Roll like a ball. So when they roll like a ball, remember the thighs and chest don't come apart, nor do they get closer together. And then they can do single leg stretch. Don't forget to grab your leg like it's yours. So fingers together, Sally, and pull, pull. Close your fingers, Sally, so it's not, yeah, there you go. And then both knees into your chest, pull 2 times. 1, 2, reach. Good luck. Oh, Christine, do you see how you circle behind you? This is so revealing. Just circle in, you're going behind you. Stay in your peripheral. Go now, just go out and yeah. hmm Even less straight. Kristen, your arms are straight. Just circle them around. Don't change them. Don't, yeah. You have this extra, like, I'm gonna reach them straighter. Yeah. Sally, how's that lower back staying on? Legs up to the sky. Pull one leg towards you, one leg away. Yeah. And so it's not like we're going to fix like the lower dodic curve or the wiggles today, but it's helping them figure out like, oh, that's where I'm supposed to feel it, right? All right, double straight leg stretch. They can put their hands behind their head or they can hold the corners of the C shaper. Oh, but they can't leave it. So those legs can go low, but the center has to pull back. Mm-hmm. You got it. And then crisscross, one knee and one leg out. Now hold it. So I want to see that side that they're twisting towards. That is going to be long on the C shaper. It's making the shape of the C shaper. Twist to the other side. Yeah. Become the side, that whole side body. Mm-hmm. Isn't that good? You're doing a little too much elbow, but it's your elbow should be wider. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So open leg rocker in here is really mean, but you can do it. And you can do corkscrew in here. Just see. Oh, so you lose your sinking. Lift your chest. Now just go back and up. It's okay. That's okay. More legs, more butt, Sally. That's what you're missing. Okay. You can do a little corkscrew in here. So they lie back, they hold the sides of the thing, and then the legs can go to the right, around to the left. But the rest of their body can't move. Just the hips get to move. So your lower back, your shoulders. Yeah. So it kind of reveals like where you like to twist from, you know? Okay. Now roll up and find your teaser. Teaser. Okay. Now lower your upper body 3 times. Mm-hmm. Yep. Can your lower back touch before your upper back? Good. Lower and lift the legs. Oh, that back doesn't get closer to the C shaper. Christine, hold your chest up. Every time your legs move, your chest has to stay up, 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 up. Yeah. Now everything down, everything up. Oh, you missed it. You're missing it. Yeah, you got to touch that barrel. Longest round shape. Longest round shape. Rest. Woo! Okay. Does anyone out on camera have a C shaper? Dan, do you have a C shaper? Yeah. Anyone else at home? Jamila or Vicky, Desi, no C shapers? Okay. So we're gonna, Kim, Craig, can you add Dan to this? And then I need 2 more bodies. We want to see more bodies. Get on there, Gwyneth. That's what I'm.
Leslie, can I ask a question about the head? When they were doing corkscrew, like Sally had her head resting and Christine had her a little more lift in her upper body, does that um matter,
As
I guess?
long as I would say on the single leg circles and the corkscrew, it's going to be dependent on the height of the person because someone taller might not. Also, the stop, this C shaper is shorter than my C shaper. So Christine really couldn't, but Sally Joe could. If we swap them, Sally Joe couldn't, but Christine probably could. So as long as having the head back doesn't pull their heart off, you're fine. Hmm. All right, let's oh, Miranda, I need your camera, babe. Oh, Kim Craig, add Miranda. There we go. We're good. You're good. Okay, so show me your hundreds. Yeah, and let's make sure we can't see if Dan is not cheating or. Okay, show off your hundreds. Remember, the legs can be down or up. Miranda, you can slide a little lower, babe. That looks like it's hard for you to connect your back. Can you get your whole back on? Yeah. Oh, Gwyneth, I think I see light. Dan, right around your low ribs, I think you can get whiter. Hmm. If I was there, Dan, I think I would curl your chest just a tiny bit forward. Yeah. Hmm. Yes, it looked like you were leaning back, like you were cruising. Okay. Roll up, half roll up. Feet down and go try. So why are your legs not together, Dan and Miranda? Yes, yes. And then you have to be careful because they want to push their shoulders forward. Oh my gosh, Cordelia, they're so yummy. The best way to find them is remember yesterday, they're going to go into their single leg circles and rolling a ball. Remember yesterday we did the ab series where the spine corrector could support your chest? That's the closest to this. Okay. It's not the same for sure, but it's the closest. And I'm trying to think if any of the UK peeps we have a C shaper. We'll have to find out when you graduate. You can ask and go on a little tour. So notice what your hips want to do when you circle these legs. You'll feel how much oblique has to work as that leg goes out to the side. Kim, Kim is telling Cordelia how it felt. All right, rolling like a ball, guys. I know. I think Kim Craig had to do it multiple times since there's only two people. Oh, look, it reveals how they like to go back, though. They like to go back with all that momentum. They're like, "Wah." I think it shows a lot. Like Miranda grows tall. So, Miranda, how do you stay that height when you go back? That's whatever one, just have to stay that tall. Oh, she lost it. Hmm. Hmm. She's fine. It's all right. It's okay. But it's just what a crop top sounds like. Okay, lie on your back. Ab series. My C shaper, the turquoise one, is balance body. Contrology will not make one. It was not a Joe piece of equipment. So it's just balance body and balance body. Try to take it out of their catalog multiple times, and the classical people keep demanding it stays. It drives them crazy because they don't sell a ton, right? But they're so good. And so, yeah. Yes, Kim Craig, the CJ was the most underrated piece of equipment. I agree. So, you know, every time I do a year at eLevate, they sell a bunch. And they're like, some guy, maybe some girl, I don't really know. Some guy said on my YouTube channel, I invented this. And so I don't really understand, but they sold it to Bounce Body. It's just that it has to be hand sewn, and that's what makes it really complicated to make. So Miranda, you really have to get those straight legs. Hmm. If you get your legs straighter. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Kim said it, especially when you have someone who thinks Pilates is easy. It's like so humbling, like Gwyneth said. Oh, Gwyneth, your low ribs. Gwyneth, your low ribs. They're coming off every time your legs go down. I can see with that black shirt. I know what it looks like. Come on, Dan. See how your knee wants to go? Dan, look at your legs. Make sure your leg is along your midline. It's twisting. Yeah. So this is so revealing. Go ahead and twist again. That leg has to stay that. Now, less, give me your armpit, not your elbow. I want your armpit, Dan. Armpit. Do it. Is anyone at that studio? I'm going to make a manhandle you. Yes. Come on. Come on. Twist. Yeah. Okay. If you want to try open leg rocker, you can corkscrew, then teaser. Oh, it's 11:11. Really, you gotta go easier. Yeah, the entire core, Cordelia. It really, I think sometimes it's just helpful when you're like, why do they do such a good rolling like a ball and open leg rocker, but they can't do control balance? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's something that's the same spine shape that they do well, but then they can't do a harder one, I'm like, but what's going on? And you put them on here and you go, oh, Miranda is sinking in her rolling shapes, right? Like, it's just like, okay, so even though her rolling a ball looks good to my eye, she's doing something she's doing something she rolls back that she's turning off and then turn it back on. So it's just information. So open leg rocker, corkscrew, teaser. Hmm. I think you're gonna have a thud for a while. Yeah, it's okay. It's the thud. Oh, no, you shouldn't. I mean, first of all, the fact that you can roll up the way you can is really, really good. You should not feel defeated. Sally said she felt defeated when she hears the thud. I, 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 I think the other thing is like you're listening for that sound way too much. Like in my clients, I listen for that sound, but then it's like I don't want to focus on it every single time because it could take us another year to get rid of the sound. So you don't want to go, it's going to sound, it's going to have a sound, it's like a hip click, right? It's like, okay, we know you have this. How do we make it stronger? Okay. And then we're doing the things. If you can get yourself on a C shaper every day, it's going to go faster. Just saying. If you don't have a C shaper, do the app series like I was telling with Cordelia. Prop yourself up, make your pelvis be parallel to the floor, and just work on pulling your lower back into that floor. Yeah. All right. How'd that feel, guys? Any questions for the people who didn't have a C shaper to ask that we've had five bodies go, so you can ask. We can remove the spotlights. Looks like Dan has to struggle here to pull his low ribs in a C shaper. Yeah, I think it really reveals where Dan's just a little tight in his upper back, and he's able to kind of like hide it, but I saw a little bit of tightness there. Good. It's going to make all
Okay,
that
so
stuff better.
I have a question now. If
Hmm.
he's struggling, and Dan, I can totally sympathize to this because when I was with Leslie and she put me on it, it was completely humbling. So I'm not picking on you. I'm just observing. So when he's struggling to pull his low ribs back, you're saying it's because his upper back is tight. I would have thought it would be from the rib to the sacrum, and you're saying upper back. So can you say more about why you thought that?
You mean rib to sacrum, like the lower back is tight?
Yeah, I would have thought it would be the lower back that couldn't open up and allow his ribs to go back.
Only because I watch him move from the assessments. He
Uh-huh.
has a tendency, like you, to actually it's like he's tall-ish. Like
Uh-huh.
this, he's got a little space here that like goes forward, and I want it to go wider, wider, right?
Yeah,
Fill it up.
struggle
And
there.
because
Mhm.
his tendency is just to be a little bit like this, that's what the C shaper is asking. It needs this to round, right? So I mean, his lower back could be tight because his hips are tight, but I don't see that. His rolling the ball looks really good on the mat. He can do his control balance. I don't think it's a low back tightness. I do think there's just a tightness around this little band that will get better, but as his arm back connection gets better, but it's just revealing. And you could see it on his crisscross. He was having a hard time twisting and staying in the C shaper. And as he did, his knee went rogue, right? So it's just a tightness.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, thanks,
Hmm.
Dan, for being a good sport and letting us discuss here. Thank
Well,
you.
also, isn't it funny when you can like go, oh, I have that. That's what I looked
Yeah.
like. Then
Yeah.
because like sometimes you need to see yourself in someone to go, hold on, now you know what I mean? I get it. That's why like most people are visual and kinesthetic. They're not auditory as much as we want. Yeah. Any other questions for the people who went? I don't want to spend so much time on this because I know some of you don't have access to one, but I want you to always know how to use them should you find one like Anne Hack did for $40. Okay, very cool. So let's move on to our ladder brows. And tomorrow, by the way, if anyone has access to a C shaper tomorrow, I want to see you do it. So just if the change in schedule changes things, let me see it. Okay, so we're gonna do some ladder barrel work. So let's do this. Let's take a tiny bio break so I can move equipment around. Uh, it's 11:17. Let's let's come back at 25 after the hour. No later. So earlier is better. Okay, great. All right. I agree, Kim. They're doing great. Um, Uh, okay, we have to talk about this ladder barrel, don't you think? Recording's going. Kim, can you spotlight my ladder barrel, please? I get really into this. Okay. So, this is the Contrology ladder barrel. Am I on screen the whole time? Okay, I'm fully on. Okay, it just looks really dark, yeah. And this is. This is what it is. But so okay, the Contrology ladder barrel might look like a ladder barrel that you're used to, but it's possible that they're different. Okay. So in this space, we have two ladder barrels. We have one that was made off of Jay Grimes's ladder barrel that's 40 years old. And his ladder barrel, oh my God, I loved it so much. And it had like from a moving company didn't do something well. And so there was some sort of screw that was like the screw from these things was like attached, but it didn't really protect it. So like it just you just see a screw mark like all over his thing. So it had like all this like grooves in it. I just loved it because it was so old. It had so much to say. But you'll see there's a big difference. So Contrology made theirs off of Jay Grimes's from 40 years ago. And there's a big difference in the ladders. And some of the other barrels I see this rung to this rung is shorter. Okay, let me see if I'll move this camera. How about that? So do you see the rungs here? You see how it's the space, right? And so over time, because people were taught that the short box feet need a hook and people can't hook it with this gap, so this got raised or this got lowered and the space got different. And then these were wider. So, but you're not supposed to hook your feet. You're gonna learn that right now. You're not supposed to hook your feet. So, so this is a major difference. And then let me show you this. So mine has a little pedal here. So let me see if I can show you how fun this is. So I don't have to sit down and screw anything. I can push the pedal and I can move it and push the pedal. So I have three settings. Um, there'll be classical people in your life who will be like, there was never, the ladder barrel never moved because there's these classical people who like to have like rules. And I love a rule, but that is a made up one because Joe's did move. It just got painted closed over time. So there was only two settings, just two. You can adjust me. I can't see it, so you'll just have to. Um, so there was only two settings, and over time it just became one setting. And so if you are ever at my ladder barrels, the other one that I have that's purple, it has only one setting. And that setting is this one that I'm at right now, which is the 0. Okay. How do you know which setting to use? Because people are like, what are these numbers for? Do they mean the height of the person? No, they're all made up. But you measure it this way. So you stand inside the ladder, their butt is on the ladder, and you measure, and their femur should fit. If their femur fits, they're perfect. So if there was a ton of space, like let's just say like I had a ton of space here, then because this moves, I can measure the -1. I think I used the -1 on Anne on her private session. So do you see how like I don't fit now? My knee is like I'm bendy enough, but like this is so swan for me on this is not gonna fit. I'm gonna be stuck. But if I go too far away into that +1 category, now when I get on, like the barrel's not going to land in the right spot. So if your barrel moves, measure it for their femur to fit perfectly. Okay. And in an ideal world, most people's studios can land in the same spot on a 0 for like the most people will be fine here. Your fun size folks are going to go in, And then your really, really tall folks will go out, but your really tall folks, be mindful before you teach them swan because it's a lot of body weight being out there. You got to make sure they're reaching through their legs. Okay. Um, so this barrel is that same arc we saw on the spine corrector and the small barrel. Okay. Same one. Same as my purple one. My purple one is pretty dense in cushion, but this is even denser. So this is, I'm obsessed with this because every time I go over this one, God, I feel like I'm going to get an adjustment. I feel like, and oftentimes I do, and because it's so firm, it just like it's just so juicy. So if you are someone who's more fun size and you then play on this one today because the other one does not adjust. If you can kind of be between the two, you can play on both. Okay. So ladder barrel, that's what we're looking at. We do have this ladder on the other side. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about like how you can, we can do start here, right? I can take them lower. I can take them lower. I can take them lower. So there are things you can do with the ladder side, of course. And most people, I think, are unfortunately only do ballet stretches on here. And Jay would never call them ballet stretches. He would call them stretches on the ladder barrel. And he's like, Joan would never call them that. So before we begin, any questions on the ladder barrel? And Kim, I can't see anything, so just have to share anything. Yeah, Christine?
Um, the width of it, I feel like I have a ladder barrel that's wider. Is that one more narrow? You know?
Narrow. I think the contemporary ones might be a wider base, but I don't know that they're that much wider. And I've had some large bodies on here. I don't really worry about the width per se, uh but yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually measured that. I like how narrow this is because when you see we do those side sit-ups, their legs are not that far apart.
Mine feel really wide. I don't like it because it feels too far.
What's your ladder barrel?
I think it's an old balance body.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. But you'll sell it.
Leslie,
Yeah.
can you show me the measurement again with your knee, with your
Yeah.
femur or whatever you called it? Yeah. Okay. Boom. And it
Your
should
shin
touch
bone
right.
hit.
Got it.
If the shin touches, it's fine. But it like when it was on that, did you see the difference? Like I
Yeah.
can like
You don't
like
want to go in.
I can't my whole shin is grinding up against
Got
this.
it.
So
Okay.
like yeah, you just want to have and then please make sure you're locked into place.
And what if it's too far away and you can't move it? Then what? Like my ladder barrel. I
It's
don't
too
think you
far when
could.
you can't move it. You're okay. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's gonna Swan will hit differently in parts. You might need to move their feet up. Like I was
Okay.
doing Swan a little bit with my the other day I did it with like instead of my feet being here, I did it
Mhm.
with my arches here.
Mm.
Like so you can play with where their feet go. If they're so fun size that they're like a straight line already when they get on there.
Mhm.
Perhaps you just need to take them to a spine corrector to work on their swan.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Any other questions? Okay. All right. Let's mute if you unmuted yourself and then Gwyneth, grab some hand weights and come on over. All right. All right. Because I'm hearing something twice. Is everyone muted? All right. Okay, thank you. Go ahead and put your feet on here. That one. Mm-hmm.
It's Gwyneth.
Oh, can you
What?
mute her, please?
I'm
No, it's you the whole time. I don't know. I think you must have clicked. Did you click it? Okay. We know that. Everyone would like you to. Such a Gen Z. She's going to type her questions in the chat. Like, yes. Okay. All right. So I got this question. So I know we have CP trained teachers here, and I know from your test that you're taught that their legs have to go down and you use a blue pad. Okay, bull loney. So for the arm series, you can actually put your legs on whatever rung you want, and you're not going to hook them. So you're going to push into them. So you can have them here, you can have them lower, just bend, slide your bottom down, and then back bend over. So, this is going to be more of a overhead. You're going to be over that way. Yeah, because I want your butt on here. So slide back a little bit. Slide that way. But put your butt down. Yeah. This is big, deep, right? You okay? Yeah. Arms up. So she is standing in her feet, the back of her legs here, and she's becoming the shape of the barrel. And I can feel it's a little tight here. So we're just trying to find as much length as we can. Yes, very good. And her circles might be smaller, but if somebody wants to work on high bridge, or if they want to work on big back bends, headstands, this arm series might be where you need to take them because they have to get more comfortable being in from tailbone to the crown of the head, back bending, right? Very different than the queen side or the baby side or the king side. It's even harder than I think harder than the king side is relative, but it's, there's a deeper work that's going on. Also, her head is like basically upside down. Then she's going to inhale up, exhale, inhale. So you can do the arm series here, which I kind of like sometimes. It's like really nice just to like, oh, I'm going to do my short box, my arm series. I can do all here. Okay. And then palms face in, inhale, open, exhale, stay there. Inhale. Oh, but premature elbow over elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, stay. Get those elbows, girl. Cross them. Yeah. Inhale. Uh-huh. Good. Inhale. Don't bend yet. Don't bend yet. Now you can. Yeah. That's where she is. Yeah. I mean, it's a little easier there. I'll show you what I do. Yeah.
And then for her feet, is it balls of the feet on or arches?
It can be anything. She can even have her feet on the bottom rung if she wants. I'll take your weights. Yeah, it's deep, right? Yeah. Inhale up. Take yourself. Yep. Reach. 1, 2. And then lower. Oh, you're kind of all off to the right, babe. Yeah, your arms. No, no, your body's fine, but reach overhead. Inhale. When you lower your arms are going towards the right of your body. Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. So it's your arm stars. It's just the same exercises, right?
You're about to blow my mind though. So it doesn't matter where the feet go on here at all. You just want to be pressed in and activated.
For this exercise does not matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends on where she feels the most comfortable. Someone who's tighter will want their legs lower. I'll take this, grab your own head, roll up. Yeah, hop off. So, okay. All right. So I tend to, here, I tend to kind of put my legs a little lower because I'm trying to get more butt. So and I am also a little taller. So I'm kind of with my legs there. And then I'm over here. So it just depends on where they can be comfortably, right? Like if they're some people might be longer. So for me, I can get my hips back. Right. So the feet can go anywhere that they feel comfortable. For me, I'm working on like my high bridge, having something to really stand in here versus like here. That just feels a little like I'm not in my seat anymore. So for me, that's where I like it. Right. Ooh. And then, oh, Oh yeah, I just got a nice little crack. That was good. Cool. That's your app series. So let's play. Anyone want to try it? It is deep, so please, 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 if your neck was bothering you from yesterday, don't overdo it. We have another ladder barrel in the other room. Yeah, give it a go. Kim, we're gonna have another spotlight in here, and then anyone who's on a ladder barrel, we can add them to the journey. I would try it, and that's a lot of space. But see, if it's too tight, then go back out. Make sure it locks in. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're kind of in between, you know? -1. Yeah. You run 0. Hmm. Yeah. For this exercise, it doesn't really matter because it's not like it matters for swan, and for the measurement of the leg really matters for swan and for leg stretches, right? And then for the big back bends. Yours is short between, yeah, I think there's so many different variations. Um, Vicky, you might want to, if you measure yours, I think yours is wider than mine. So Cordelia, you might be circling a little too wide or low for you. So check out how big your circle. They're going to be smaller here than they probably are in your spine corrector.
Mine is 23 inches across the barrel.
23. All right, we'll get to measure
Mhm.
when I'm home tomorrow. Remind me. But Vicky, that space, can I see if you fit? That looks tight. Yeah, give yourself some space. Oh, Desi's got a wide frame. I've been on that type of one before. It's a wide frame. Cordelia, how did that feel? Your sacrum wasn't reaching down, but it was fine what you were doing. I just want to know how it felt.
I was wondering about that. Should my sacrum be against it?
If you can without um feeling like you're compressing. So like if you can, you'll be more upside down.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, Dan looks like his is a little off, but he can push into his legs. It pushes. It's almost like you're trying to push your butt back, Dan, like semicircle. Yeah, reach those hips to the spring. That's it, bud. Yeah. So Cordelia, it's like a deep semicircle. Reach. Oh, Gwyneth is gonna ask a question verbally, everyone. Let's.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so you said that like would the big barrel just like increase the like challenge, right? So you'd give this to like a more advanced client as opposed to like you'd start someone newer on like the really small barrels, or is that the main difference, would you say?
Yeah, I love this question. I definitely wouldn't do the first time I do the arm series with someone, do it on this barrel. Like I would definitely do it on another barrel, only because as you can see, some of these people look like they're doing a deep semicircle, right? So like that for a newbie to this, but like a new client could do the arm series on a small barrel, no problem, or the queen side. Like they might be tight in their neck or their thoracic, but they could do it there. This is, if you look at those spine corrector small barrel, the back bend is like from the lower back to the crown of the head. This is from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So we are adding the whole spine into a back bend. You know, if you're tight, it's not really an option, but like you never know. They might, if they're more advanced as tight, it might look ugly, but it might be what they need. Anyone who wants to work with those big back bends, so headstand with the straps on the reformer and bridge, rocking, like this is the shape.
I found when I reset, it felt much better to be further over than lower, so that it wasn't so much, especially with the hypermobile, my low back has been hanging. So it felt, because I struggle with that thoracic flexion, extension, and just finding my thoracic, so it felt way better to be further over the hump, which is nice.
Yeah, I think that you can play. Like, I think Miranda keeps being a little safe with her extensions, but like try to go over a little bit. Just see. Okay. Now, can you get your butt down though, too? And your head down? Yeah. Mm, thank you.
I was going to say I did feel a little bit more comfortable on here compared to the spine corrector, just for myself.
Well, what do you mean? Like, are you doing the king side or the queen side?
On on the keen side.
Yeah, I can see that because the straight legs, it's hard to, you have to use them more, and most people don't. And so then it feels like they're kind of being pulled off their legs. This is a little easier to use your legs. So I do wonder, Dan, if you do this a few times, if like you can figure out how to use your legs more on the king side for sure. Yeah, this might benefit that.
And I felt the complete opposite, Dan. I felt this was so much more uncomfortable than the spine corrector. So I guess there you have it for different things for
What
different
did
bodies.
what'd you
I
say,
said
Dad? I missed it.
I thought it was much more uncomfortable on the spine corrector. I mean, on the ladder barrel
The
than
ladder barrel.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
you have a tighter back, so
I'm so
I
tight.
think so. Yeah, and also that neck situation you've got going on. So
Yeah, it
let's
still
check.
bother me.
Do your spine corrector for the next month,
Hmm.
and then try this again and see if it feels a little bit better.
Okay,
Yeah,
will do.
yeah. And then Kim is saying that C shaper probably helped Dan. Actually, she's saying probably that C shaper. And you know what? I think Kim and I are just gonna be like the C shaper. It was the C shaper that did all of it for him. All right. Any other questions?
Leslie?
Yeah.
So first, when I first did it, my sacrum wasn't on. If we're dealing with clients, is that what we're trying to prompt them to do? Have the sacrum against the barrel, or what? Depending on how comfortable they are.
The sacrum is extra credit.
Okay.
Okay. I'm more concerned about what the neck looks like and the thoracic all the way through the ribs to the lower back. And then if they can get the sacrum on, great. But it's not because they're sticking their tailbone out. It's because they're reaching their pelvis down, like semicircle, right? Semicircle, we don't stick the butt out. We lower the hips. Yeah. Okay. Um, thank you, Kim. All right, let's keep going. Let's do our short box series, yeah? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So, Sally Joe, come on up. Okay. Isn't it funny how when there's AC, you're like, I'm actually a little too cold. And when there's no AC, you're like, Jesus, I'm gonna melt. It's like we can't be comfortable. Okay, so step inside. Did you measure this for you? Okay. It feels okay. Let's see. If it feels tight, we'll change it. And mostly we'll find it right now. You're gonna sit below the hump. And your feet are on the first rung. Now, can she put her feet on other rungs? Sure. The lower the rung, the little easier it is to get into the butt. However, sit on it. However, like sit up like you're doing short box around. Yeah, right there. However, the thing that's really cool about this rung here is that we don't get this on the reformer, this ability to push here, right? To really get our legs. And so that's what you want it. And she is going to, you got something going on with this ankle, babe? It just always does that. Just always turns out. Oh, okay. Okay, great. So you're gonna wrap your feet around this like bird on a perch. Okay. Not the toes, not the toes, just the feet. Yeah. Okay. So wrap your arms around your waist and you can go back as far as you can stand these feet. So ideally, I know it's hard for you, but this is good for you. So round back without getting shorter. And she can go back as far as she feels good. I'm here, so you're not going to go anywhere. Now, do you see how she took her head back, but this hasn't made it to the barrel yet? Now head in, roll up, round. So what I love about the barrel, about teaching short box on the barrel, is that we can actually teach people how to round over the box without hanging on their low back. You're getting shorter. So just round, like find that C shaper behind you. Yeah, find the C shaper back here. It's way back here. Yeah, there you go. Okay. You're good. You're good. Let's find your C shaper. Keep your head in. I got you. Yep. And now this has to touch the barrel. This has to, none the head. Yeah. So don't even pull the head to the barrel because it's too much neck. And then round up because she's not getting this on the barrel. Yeah. It'll come. It's tight. Do it one more time. So do you feel the difference between the shorter and the longer? So you keep going like this. And I just want you to go back. Just, just correct. I want you to find the C shaper.
Vicky's,
Maybe, but I was seeing the C shaper a little more high for you. Yeah. Yeah.
Vicky's asking. Vicky's asking if the feet are together. She thinks she learned that pulling the feet to the side wall of the ladder and then bird on a wire. And then she can see how together makes you work harder to press into the bar.
Her feet are fist distance apart. Her feet are fist distance apart. Mickey, go ahead and sit up and then sit on top. Uh, it is bird on a perch so that they're not able to like overdo it with their quads. Like if it's balls of the feet, they can get more quads or shins. It's not heels because then they're going to flex their feet. It's the arch. So we actually avoid hyperextension of the knees. We can get more into the seat. And it's the same, but it's not, we're not pushing out on this. It's not the strap. And we're not hooking their feet here. So no need to have the feet down here with a blue pad. Remove that from your memories. Okay. Not real. Okay. Now, there are some people who would tell you that the round back starts on top of the apex of the barrel. And I would say that those people are like sadistic people. That is impossible and scary. I don't know. I don't know. I never did it. And I never saw anyone in everyone just when no one was like, it was looking, they would just like shimmy back down. So I shimmy down because one, I've always been taught it's in front of the apex. And two, it makes sense because then the apex supports the lower back, right? Okay, arms up. Okay, eyes. So your arms are going to be between your ears and your eyes. There you go. Okay, so now just look out this gorgeous window and lean back. And then lift up. Yeah, you shouldn't need me to hold your legs down. Correct. Yes. Yeah. And perhaps you might not go back as far on the reformer after this either. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Because it's easy to go back too far on the reformer because your quads will hold you up, right? Some of us are pushing up into the strap instead of out into the strap. And stay up side to side. So
Supposedly in the strap on the reformer, if you're not you're also trying to stand in your seat and pull down, but your quads are also pulling back because you're in that tall. How do you balance that relationship?
Sorry, I heard you two times, and so with the lag, I have no idea what you asked. Can you just mute and say it again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Mhm. Twist and reach, and then lean out. So, I don't think that you're using like I don't. The quads are working because they're part of the party, but you're not. I would not think about using the quads at all. Your reformer reach, the strap is around the base of your foot. If it's on the top of your foot, then quads turn on. It's on the base of your foot, pushing out, they get you outer hips. And then this particular exercise teaches you how to reach for the back of your legs. Correct. Yes. Yeah. There, well, it's because your calves are doing it. So you have to do your fast homework. You see, I know it does. You just have to do the homework. Okay. You do the homework and you have to get a massage. These are really tight. Yeah. Yeah, really tight. Okay. They get to they get to relax. Yeah. How often are you in your hamstring curls? Clearly. Yeah. Okay. Arms up. So you did twist and reach. Yes. So then you could do around the world. So go ahead and just put your feet lower, just for fun, just for funsies. Can you stand in the butt now? Okay, great. Now twist and reach and go around the world. Uh-huh. And then open up. That's a little arch, and then twist and then come up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you have to unwind then. Let's learn it the right way. Unwind, hello. Then twist that way. Yeah, always unwind. Reach. Now find a tall back here, not an arch back. Oh, yeah. I don't do it on the wall. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. This is that same part. So Dan is not this dramatic nor but like it's kind of like you go back to what your default was. She's like, I'm tall. Okay. So for you, it's gonna feel if your ribs were a wheel, it's gonna feel like that. Yeah. And that probably feels round to you. Yes. Okay. So now lift this up. Not from your ribs. Lift, stand in the back of your legs and yeah. Stand on my okay. Now fill your wheel. Okay. And now go around the world again. Hmm. And it's gonna feel a little tucked when you unwind. Uh-huh. And then come up. Okay. And then find your wheel. This comes up. Yep. Go the other way. Try it again. So feel my hand and then lean. And then you come under. Now it's gonna feel like a wheel. Yeah, totally come up. Yeah. Great. Oh, but that was exciting. Yeah. Okay. You get to practice that some more later. Okay, don't go anywhere. Okay, you can leave your leg there. So I moved her feet down because she was stuck in her calves. Her goal is to get up here without being in her calves. Okay, that's fine. Totally. If I have someone with tight hip flexors, for example, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you got to do it there. You don't anywhere. I'll put their feet down. But just know, right, that it's going to be like, okay, so now slide back down to where you were for round. Mm-hmm. And then don't sink, sit up tall. Bring one knee into your chest. Hold on to it, straighten and bend your leg. And then walk up to your ankle, your head to your knee. Stand in this leg, go back. Gotta watch people the first couple of times they do this. Sometimes they go too far. Okay. Far is and stand in this leg. Head to your knee. So you gotta head this way. You're like, I gotta put my chin on my foot. No, head to your knee. Now go down, pull this in. I got this leg. So what if you keep your head in, keep your head in, put this down. Yes. Now let your head hang off of that. Oh my gosh. That's enough because now your neck is bending. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Your thoracic is going to feel sore tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. One more time. You're not allowed to do this again today. Okay. Should we do? We'll do the other side, but I don't want you practicing this 2 times. Okay. I gotta sometimes apparently I gotta tell you guys to like be kind to your bodies. More there. So yeah, so you're wanting to do where you're tight here, you're wanting to extend in your neck. Okay. That's fine. Other side. Everyone does it. The only reason I can say that I know what you're doing is because I would do it. I'm like, look at me, I'm over, and I could cartwheel over. And they're like, you're like last four thoracic didn't touch that barrel at all. Right. So, and for those of you who like struggle with the head going down in your push-ups, right? I'm telling you, this part of your back is tight because you're like this all the time. You're not moving it. Okay, ready? Up to your ankle. Uh-huh. And then push this forward, round back. Okay. Leave this leg on the ceiling, go down. Yeah. So no wrinkles in the back of your neck. Yeah. Head in, head in, head in. Get in there. Yeah. I know. It's a deep back. And I love this. If I love this series on here. And I would say if you are like, of course, when I teach them for the first one, the reformer, we often do some of the short box. But quite honestly, if they become a client, I kind of want to skip it and do it over here for a little bit. Not that they're going to do a big tree like this, but I just love the support that it gives them. It like really teaches them how to be. Okay. Okay. You're going to do the standing side sit-ups. Okay. So stand in the center. Turn and face the camera. Your right foot, the arch is going to come here. Now, no, right here on the frame. And then your left foot's going to go on the frame in front. Okay. And your hips are stacked. So the top foot is back. So it opens the front of the hip. Okay. And it lays the hands behind the head. Now, I saw Vicky had those like triangle slats. I think, babe, you have to go on the floor if you're going to do a standing leg one. So like feet between. I don't know. So ready? Okay. So now we already know you like to arch. So can you pull yes. Oh, find me more. Give me some more. Yes. Okay. Now side bend up and over. We talked about this on the spine corrector yesterday. Become the shape of the barrel. Now lift from your waist, not your elbow. Lift from your waist, waist, waist. Go, 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 go. So, yep, breathe back here. Yes, and then lift up. Do you feel it stretching? Okay, good. Go. That was a shift. Go over. Like this is almost like there's a barbed wire fence here. Yeah. Lift up. Oh, that was a good lift. You see how she lifted from her center, not her elbows first? Because I don't like they usually do this. They go like that, like a snake. Okay. Take your arms up. Grab that. Hold it wide. Okay. Good luck. Up and over. Keep finding your ribs. Yeah. Stand in your legs. If you can. However far you go, you have to come back up. So she's trying to be the shape of the barrel. So the goal is not that everything has to touch the barrel. It's that she's the shape of the barrel. And then when she comes up, she has to come up from the waist. Most people, like I said, they come up from the arms first. So good. So step off for just a second. So this is what I see people do. They go like this. And then they go like that. That's how their mermaids are going. No, the way she's doing is perfect. She's becoming the shape and then she's finding the barrel over here. Okay. The straight arms is harder. All right. You should do your other side though. Yeah. Honestly, if you just turn around, it's right. Like if you were here and if you just spun around, like, yeah, you're good. It's when people step off and they get all confused. Oh, don't worry. It's naturally, I'm not worried about it. Not some arsenic. Sit here. Here, because we're seeing. Um, your knees, when you say locked, they're not hyperextended, so they're fine. They're fine. Yeah. Yeah. Just know that your lock is different than like the way Christine and I lock. Yeah. So, oh, but do you see how she wants to arch here? Yeah, so it's a wheel for you. Yes, I needed it. That's what I was just like, you know, I'm the back of lift. It's hard because you get shoulders. Like I find like if you put your hands on their ribs and it's like this is going to go down as this goes up. Because otherwise you go, this goes down, they go like this. So it's no, it's just, and it feels for people who walk around like this, it feels round. Yes, you. I wish we could round you. And I say that with all the love, Sally. I think in a year from today, we're gonna be finding out that Sally is like no thunking, like yeah. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, April. We don't have to wait. We're not gonna wait till August. Yeah, not funny, but now you know. Cool. Yeah, it's basically like the top arm is trying to beat the bottom arm over. Hmm. Correct, correct. All right, thank you for showing us that one. Okay, so I will teach people the standing one. I have my 78 geriatric crazy type people do this one. I think this is so great at teaching side bend, side leg kicks, right? Because it stretches the front of the hip. It is so helpful. I don't think you can teach this too soon. Now, this next one, you can. So, Sally, just make sure I'm still on camera. Okay. Okay. We can always move it back. Okay. So, um, hold on. I was like, this feels really tiny. I, I was like, why does my hip wanting to go off of the apex? Okay. So, this next one is more complicated. Okay. Um, it takes a lot of strength and openness in the hips. Okay. It's really easy to quad this out. So, and you need more inner thighs than you think. Okay. So this top foot is turned out. This is going up side. This is side leg kick turned out up down. Do you see that? It's that. It's a crab. Okay. It's the crab rotation. Okay. So this foot can be anywhere on the second rung, can be anywhere. Mine, I like it a little more forward. That's where I like it. My bottom foot is parallel on the bottom rung. And I'm sure for some super fun size people, maybe the next rung up, but like, usually it's the bottom rung. And I'm really reaching into that heel. The leg is straight. For a very long time, I looked like this. And the reason is that when I would go out here, I did not have the strength in my seat to not feel like my femur was going to break. It literally felt like I was like, Jay, I feel like my femur is going to break in half. That's how it felt. So it's okay if you have a bent bottom knee, but the goal is straight. And then you do the same thing over and over and over and over. And then you can do the arms with the pull over. Oh my gosh, over. Right. And then someday you take the leg out and you go over and over. How am I doing today? That's all it's going to be today. I clearly haven't practiced that in a couple months, but that's what you're doing. Okay. So if you want to teach the leg off, you can put them to a wall and you can put their foot like I can put my toes on a wall here, and then you can pull the barrel away from a wall. So that's how you practice that. Now, if it goes all quad all the time, ditch it. Get back down here until you can train your leg to be extended out, not in the quad. Now, something that I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to, because that one's, I think that all the dancers just did stretchy stuff like that. It was not a Joe thing to grab your foot and no. But all the dancers always did extra stuff. I don't also like I don't need to do that in my life to feel accomplished and strong. So, but if you like it, you can do it. You want to grab? Oh my God. Ugh. Um, so it looks sexier on a dancer. So, something to note for the leg being out. a lot of us are reaching out too much. You got to kind of pull it in first, and then you can do it, right? So that's something that my last session with Jay, I was like, Jay, I can finally do it straight legs and a leg off. And he goes, oh, that top leg, reach it in before you pull it out. Like hug it in and hug, you feel it like hugging from all of this. So that's your side sit up options. We'll do a little breakout in a second. I want to say the cartwheel off will do tomorrow because the AC will be working and I trust my space. So we'll do that tomorrow, but you can practice people with their tree, right? You can work with them on taking their arms overhead, right? And just like getting over, right? So that they're getting used to getting ready for like the big circles. But oh my goodness, this is such a good exercise. You really all should do it. So, do you see how like I'm letting my head stay in until the very end and I'm not looking back? You just like kind of look at a wall. Oh, woo. Okay, that's all I want to show you guys. Your turns, short box. Kim will spotlight anyone on the ladder, bro. Yeah, question. Oh, that feels so good. Um, oh no, wrap them around for round. Yeah. You might be too high up. Yeah. Yeah. It's on a 0. I don't know if she moved it. It's just a -1. You are on -1. Also, based on that though, Sally, with the -1 and you having a hard time finding your butt, I might want you on a 0, I mean. Like, I think that you just need more space. Yeah. 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 So like go on the purple one and just try your round back and see if you feel like you have more space. Because that one is like a 0. I mean, you can do it. It wasn't like it was too close. Because then it would be ready for you to do your stretches and your swan. No, she's got long legs. It's like, it depends. So that's the problem with the change in the barrel. It can't be a height because it depends on the legs. No, it's going to be parallel. Parallel on your arches. Cordelia, you got a little arch there, babe. See if you can, yeah, same wheel as you're taller than her. Yeah. Vicky, for a round, wrap your arms around your waist, babe. You can take them overhead, just when you go back, wrap them around your waist. Cordelia, make sure you're looking at the tip of your nose, babe.
Leslie,
Yeah.
for the feet, I heard, but I forgot. I feel like I'm pushing down into the rung. Should I not be?
You can. Yeah, you're pushing. You're not hooking. You're like arching your foot wrapped around that bar. Hmm. And Sally went to that second rung from below, that low, but ideally you're on the second rung from the top. And Cordelia, flat back, you got to look straight ahead, not the ceiling. Look at the tip of your nose.
And what about tree? Do you hook your foot then or no?
No, girl, you do not ever hook your foot unless you're coming in. If you're coming on from the cartwheel from the floor, then you have to
Mm-hmm.
hook your foot to come up. But
Okay.
otherwise, nope, no hooking.
And you still are at rung number two or
If you
the first. Yeah.
ideally you're
Okay.
the second rung from the top. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Melanie, can you widen your shoulders as you do this? See if you can sit up taller, Vicky. It's like that. You're trying to stretch your back and your hamstring at the same. You don't have to slide up. No, I don't, but you just have to sit your chest up. Yeah, and Desi, head is the last thing. So you're taking your head back too soon. Yeah, Vicky. Woo! Yeah, Glynis is like a hook. Yeah, and then people are putting these pads there, and then it's like all this tension, and you're like in your quads. It's annoying. Nope, you just push. It was such a great permission. Everyone's like adding like a fuzzy thing to their rungs.
Leslie, I have those triangles too. Do I just put my feet on the floor for side put sit-ups? I don't think she can hear me.
I'm muted. Sorry. Yeah, I think you have to put your feet on the floor inside the rungs. Or some people just put pads on those things. Top foot back. Yeah. No, top foot back. And then put your hip against the rung. Can your feet go into the frame more? Yeah. Oh, you're on your top foot needs to be on your arch, babe. Arch. Hmm. Hmm. And do you see how your knee is falling in? Yeah, you want your top knee to fo follow your second toe. It's falling forward. You got to use more butt. Push that top knee back as you go over. Hmm. Yeah, push it back. Oh, it's hard. This is hard for you. Yeah. Oh, then you should do it. It's gonna massage it. But the other thing is like your top knee goes forward and your top hip goes back. So you're kind of avoiding the stretch. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. You might want to move it out. Maybe it's too close. Mhm. Yeah. But like sometimes it just feels I don't feel good on that. Yeah. Do you feel like and squeeze your butt? So your glutes on. Hmm. Can your top line go higher? Yeah. Melanie, can you do that without your shoulders rounding so far forward? Oh, Cordelia, when you go down, can you find the barrel? You're kind of rounding down. Can you go up and over? Yeah. So your right side needs to lift. Not your Cordelia, you're going like this over the barrel. I want you to go like this over the barrel. Over. Yes. Mm-hmm. Cool. Questions, guys? Oh, Desi, are you talking?
Yes, I'm talking. I forgot to unmute. That hurts my hips. The sides of my hips so bad. The side one, like what Christina's
Mm.
doing right now, so bad.
Mm-hmm. What is that cushion like squishy and you can feel the barrel underneath?
Yes.
I think it's your barrel.
I know I'm getting a new one. I decided right literally today.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already emailed Nancy. I was like, I want, yeah, so. Mhm.
Yeah. Because those steps, it's really wide. And then I mean, look, your hips might hurt because you need to like massage, but the more you
Maybe.
get your glutes on, the less they'll hurt. But I also
Okay.
found like some barrels, I can feel my greater trochanter in the frame of the barrel. And it's like,
Oh,
that's
it's
not
bad.
good. Hmm.
No, can't
Yeah.
do it. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Cool.
thanks.
Hmm. Um, anyone else? Questions? How that feel? Vicky, it's like the ladder row is made for you.
Good. I'm glad something was made. That was pretty awesome. I forgot the around the world. I I do it sometimes, so
Yeah.
it's always good to watch it though.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. But I just felt like you got some good extension, you got some good length, you had good reach. Yeah. Anyone else have questions? Ideally, it's the top rung. No, second from the top. Yes. Yeah. Um, ideally. If it's too much, like for Sally Joe, we can go lower. Right. All right. Yeah, side bends feel really good. I agree. Side bends feel really good. Okay. So we're gonna let Gwyneth rock some of that. Um, oh, do you see how she went with her head before her thoracic? Yeah, so it's okay. We're just on the way down. You're not getting your thoracic on. Head in. Keep pulling your back back. Keep pulling your back back. Oh, yeah. I think you're a little too low on your barrel. You're a little too low. Yep. There you go. Okay, ready? So keep the head in. Get this to touch. Get this to touch. Keep going. Yeah, and then the head will fall. And it's just like pouring out. It's just pouring, pouring. It's not. And then head in and come up. But you got closer. Do you feel the difference? Yeah, so it's this right here. Okay. I think I do. She's like, yeah. It takes practice. Took me a long time. Arms up. Yeah, just face. Sit up on the top of the apex. I think you can go a little higher. Yeah. Okay. It's a little scary. Yeah. And then lean back, but ribs. Uh-huh. And then lift up. Yeah. Don't look up. That's scary. Look out this window. Look at, they even did zero landscaping for you. You're like, I'm going further because you think you're going further. Yeah. Sit up nice and tall, side to side. Push and reach. And you can really see their knees to not change where they are when they twist. Ah, this one wanted to come forward. It's when you twist to the left. Yeah, it's just like going forward. Yeah, it's okay. It's information. When she twists to the left, she uses her right hip. Okay, arms up. Tree. Slide down. Slide down. Yeah, it's a little scary to be on the top. Yep. Some people will do tree at the top too, and I think those some people are a little crazy. I don't know. Some people are super serious people, in life. They're like, I'm not good enough unless I can do it exactly. And I think you could, if the world would be a better place if a lot of people thought they were good enough sooner. Yeah. So, yeah, find it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people on their back, if they do, is they hang off their lower back. So what your goal is we are going off the short box. You're trying to find an imaginary barrel behind you. So it's not lower back down and extend. It's like lower back long. I had really been practicing that because my round back does it just fine on the reformer. And then my tree, my teacher was like, why is the difference between your tree and your round back? And it's because with tree, I kind of just would hang off the edge of the box, but when you do the round back, you can't hang off the edge of the box because then you can't get up. With the tree, I can use my arms. So I was like, oh, I'm totally cheating. Okay, show me your side sit-ups. Whichever ones you want to do. Okay. Not the hard ones. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sally says they're both hard. Yeah. All right. Over. Yep. And lift up. Yep. Find your barrel over here. Find it. Find the barrel. 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 And over. Find your barrel. And find the barrel. Good job. Yeah. All right. Turn around. Other side. And so this is how you can teach people how you want your side sit-ups. Because what they do on the box, they're like, too many things going. Yeah, there's 17 things going wrong. So on this side, you need to find a little bit more of those low ribs getting up in the back. So like what Sally has to do, which is like pull, yep. Good. Good job. All right, stay here. Swan. We're gonna do swan preps first, okay? We're not gonna do full swan because in those shorts, nothing will happen. So we'll do a swan path. Okay. So put your feet on the balls of your feet on the floor and heels on that frame. So I will and parallel and apart. Yep. And then put your did you measure? Lift your leg up. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got a whole inch of space. Okay. So go there and then put your hips on the barrel. Okay. Now put your hands behind your head and round over the barrel. Become the shape of the barrel. Okay, so parallel. So turn your heels apart. Yep. So I give this to especially my kyphotic clients, my older clients, my clients with tough extension, people who can't be on the floor. This is a really good way to teach their thoracic extension. So ready, stand in your legs, use not your knees, use your hamstrings, and lift yourself up into a straight line. It's a straight line. So she's only coming up maybe that high. So we're not even truly going into extension, right? And then like going into a back bend. She's just trying to come into a straight line. So if I want to teach swan on the reformer someday, go ahead and do it again. Lift. Straight line. Find it. Yeah. And then lift your centered around down. Good. And if that's easy, we can do it with straight arms. Reach your arms forward. Okay, lift up, straight line. So the straight arms makes her heavier, right? And then around. And again, lift. Lift, 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 lift your head, lift yourself, find a little hop, more lift. Yeah, and then come down. Okay, feel good? Yeah. I feel my hamstrings work a lot in this one. Yeah. Yeah. So I love this. It's a good one for Sally. Don't go anywhere. You have one more. Put your feet up on the bottom two rungs, heels together, toes apart. So then if that goes well with them, then we can eventually add this one in. We're not doing the full swan still. Bend your knees, drape over, heels together. Okay, so now she's wrapping her body around this barrel. Okay, arms by your ears. So lift them up. Now just lift up into a baby extension, just a baby, and then back down. Oh, put your hands behind your head. Sorry, do it with your hands behind your head first. Okay, so round, and then just a lift up, lift, 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 and then round down. Yep. And again, lift up, lift, 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 and then stomach in, round down. The swan and the reformer, you can't just like go into it, right? You have to teach them how to do it. Lift up. How do they lift themselves off the box? So she's got to use her legs and round. I'd love to see your tailbone reach a little bit more. Keep your tailbone down between your knees as you lift up. Oh, that was an interesting one. Do it again. Tailbone down between your knees and lift up. Yeah. And then she could do straight arms. Okay. And lift, 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 lift. One more. Up, 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 up. Left neck. And go down. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's important for you because when you're doing your swan, you try to do it from your shoulders. We've got to teach you how does your body get off of the box, right? Yeah. Good. She feels in her upper back, not her lower back. That's what we want. So a lot of us progress people into those big swans just a little too quickly. Melanie, you've got pants on. You get to come up here. Are they loose pants though? Oh, we'll see. My legs are not going to slide on this thing without a towel. So let's see if we can use. So feet on the left, bottom two rungs, heels together, toes apart. Should have this a little bigger. I actually moved you out. Yeah. All right, drape. So you want their like the spiral should be stretching their back, yeah? And then see how her arms can just hang off her body. Pull your arms up by your ears, like, but not with your shoulders. Just, yeah, there you go. Okay, ready? The knees stay where they are. Just lift up into a big back bend. Go, 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 go. Find the window behind you. Go, 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 go. Reach, 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 reach. Okay. Now lower down to where Gwyneth just was. Okay, now stretch your legs to straight. Hold. Now just lift up the little back bend. That's what Gwyneth just did, right? Oh, not this. Yep. And then lift this up and bend your knees and pull yourself down. Okay. So she likes to round from her shoulders. Okay. So slide up a little bit. You kind of, some people slide down too low. We'll work on that. All right. So ready? Back bend, stomach up, big back bend. Reach, reach, reach. So they would have done some great arm series stuff. Yes. Now lower down and then straighten out. And this is so much easier to teach if they did those baby back bends because it's little. And then when you round, stomach rounds, center rounds, pull your shoulders back. Yes. Really good. Just way too low. Mm-hmm. Yep. One more time. Use your legs to lift. Yes. Reach for the window behind you and then lower and reach. And then just a little back bend, legs stay straight. And then pull yourself in. Mm-hmm. Stop there. Good. That's your swan. Okay. Well, good. Great. Yeah. All right, guys, pick a swan or two to play with. Hmm? The AC. Yeah. They say heat rises. I don't really believe it. This is wherever I am. No, they're hips distance apart, parallel on this bottom one. Desi, more tailbone down, babe. You look like a W. So yeah, and you just want to come into a straight line, maybe a tiny back bend. Palm space down, Vicky, not each other. Fingers together. It'll be okay. She'll be fine. Yeah. So Desi, do you see how your tailbone is right now? That's how I want when you lift your head and chest up. It's reaching, your tailbone's reaching down. Miranda, you look tight in there. Can you slide up a little bit more? Yeah. Yeah. But tailbone down, you and Desi are now doing the same thing. Yeah. I want her tailbone to reach for her knees. Um, Cordelia, let's do that again. Slide up a little bit more. Slide up a little bit more. No,
I hate
yeah.
this. My
Hi, Desi,
fucking
one
feet
second.
hurt.
I can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Uh, reach. Okay. So Cordelia, this back bend, this first one is a big one. Go as big as you want. Big, big, big. Take your hip points with you. Big. Now, don't straighten your legs. Don't move at all. Then lower down a lot. Lower, 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 lower. Now straighten your legs. Now your legs don't get to move. Just your upper back only. Just that's it. That's all it is. And then round in. It's the same as the reformer. Same as the reformer. Sally tuck her tailbone a little bit. Oh, Vicky, those hands are going to face each other, babe. Put up, Vicky, do you have a towel? Put a towel on your ladder barrel. Because we got shorts on. That's why you're getting stuck.
Yeah, I don't think I really trust a towel. I'll fight with it. But I'm gonna try the bar and see if it'll help me not burn my hands.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, it's just because you got skin on Lagahide. So a towel just allows you to slide. You won't fall. It's just an easy way to, it just creates pants. How'd Sally do the bent knee one? Yeah. Sometimes the shorter option is unnecessary. Yes. Yes. Alive? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so Vicky, let's go through it together because you got a couple extra back bends in there. Do it again. So the first one is the biggest back bend and your knees are bent. So drape over, okay, palms face down, and then lift up, big back bend. Lift from your stomach, drop your tailbone between your knees. Yes. Now lower down halfway. Lower. No, lower your chest. Vicky, drop your chest. Lower more. More. Now straighten your legs. Hold it. Now just your upper back from your sports. Not, that's too much. Your knees bent. And then bend in and come down. That second back bend is really small, guys. Very small. Very annoying. Lift your hip points, Gwyneth. Lift them up. Got to do it. Lift them up. Find the ceiling. Go, 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 go. Take your hip points with. Now you got to lower first. You got to lower. Put Miranda's sweatshirt underneath your legs. Yes. So you cannot slide out for the straight legs already in extension. You will shove into your lower back. Must go to a straight line. The AC is fixed. I couldn't. Yes. And Brad is very thoughtful that he thinks he can move everything there. And I think I'm going to move it tonight because it's too hot. No. Vicky, you are doing great. Your swans are, I mean, you've got a lot of swan in you. It's more like the only thing that I would say is like finding that trust in that second back bend being longer rather than higher. That's all. It's really strong. Really, really strong. So, Miranda, go again. Now keep your head in. Nope, keep your head in. Get your shoulder blades down. Yep, get your shoulder blades, get your shoulders back. Now your head can drop, but don't pull it to the ladder barrel. Just let it drop to the floor. Yeah, get your shoulders to the ladder. Yes, that's what we want. Don't fall. And then head in. Do you feel that? Do you guys see the difference between what she wanted to do and what she could do? She's trying to, everyone does it from their head. They pull their head through the ladder. That's right, Vicky. Yet is the operative word. Vicky, if you practice the where you have the hands behind the head and your feet are on the rungs and you just lift the upper back, if you just isolate that, you're gonna get there. So you can do like a few of those first. Um, you do a few of those first. Jay, we were in Maui together and Jay was like, just do that. I'll do it again. Do that 10 more times. And I was like, okay. And then I went and did my swan and I was like, oh, because I was limiting myself with how much I could go.
I
I would
think I
love her to
turned my,
backbend more. Go ahead,
I
Vicky.
think I turned my earbuds off on you, but now we're back.
Okay, I was just giving you lovely notes. Okay. Can we do a huge favor? Hold on. Can we do pictures at the break? Okay. I have like three more exercises to get through, and then we have breakout rooms. Okay. Um, um, okay. So, all right, there's so of course we have our stretches, right? We're going to review those, but then there's one other stretch I want to do, plus, and then we're going to do some breakout rooms and practice teach. So, um, for those of you who need to practice stretching your sides, so I always have to make sure tank tops don't always do the right thing. Okay, so we're good. So play with where you want to be. I used to do it down here, but I have now since like kind of put the barrel where I feel my hip is stretching versus my waist is stretching. The hands can kind of be either the 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, and both legs will reach down and both legs will lift up. The hips have to stay stacked. So don't impress me if your hips lean back and up. And then it stays up, and then the bottom leg reaches down. So those of you with tight hips, those kneeling side kicks are bothering you. Look at this. I'm like, reach and touch the floor. Reach, touch the floor. And then this is the dismount. Okay. You don't slither off. Now, my shorties, it is hard. Okay. You kind of have to go over and like kind of hop. I have a friend who's super short and she actually goes on this way and then flips. Be careful. Okay. So here we go. It's like you're doing star. Both legs, bottom leg. Mm. Whew. Okay. All right. Stretches. I'm just going to do them real quick so then we can play really quick and then go in breakouts. So, not ballet stretches. Think of them as like a foot butt connector, and it's really helping you get ready for exercises. So, you always go across the midline and up. Okay. So, no one is doing that. Okay. We go across the midline up, bend the knees, flex. You have like a pigeon stretch. So make sure this foot is flexed. Then I bend and straighten my bottom leg a few times to find my butt. Okay. My hands are here for guidance, but please don't death grip. And then you spine stretch forward and you lift up and you spine stretch forward and lift up. You do that 3 times. Slide the leg out. Now I'm in tree, single straight leg stretch, control balance, round. I push both legs into the earth. So my left glute is on fire at this point. 3 times. Then if it's going well, you use your center to move your leg forward and back. It's hard with shorts on if you're sweaty. Then you lift 1, 2, 3 without hiking the hip. Is that fun, Sally? Okay. So then now my bottom foot is turned out. Top foot is on here. Oh, look at that side sit-up position. Yeah. So if that side sit position on top is too much, this is helpful. And then I stretch. You'll see on the other side in a second. And stretch. And stretch. And stretch. Slide the leg out. And stretch. This one always usually adjusts my hip. And stretch. Okay. Then do that same thing. Fly. Oh. I'm cheating a little bit, just so you know. I know that I'm cheating. I pushed with my arm. Don't do that. Okay. Then this leg can go up 1, 2, 3. Woo, that's getting better. That took me a long time. Okay, so then right here, this is where everyone kind of messes up because they like lean back or they lean forward. You want to get your knees lined up. For Sally and a bunch of us, it's going to feel like we're tucking. Holy moly. And then you bend and straighten the standing leg. I'm reaching this knee down and my hip points up. I should stay here. Okay. So I missed something on the first side. I'll do on the side. So we face, go across the midline, bend, flex, and go, right? So this one is just kind of like a warm up. It's just like warming the hip up. Some people will just rest. I mean, it's not about that. You're supposed to do your spine stretch forward. Sorry, with a straight leg, we do tree, but then we can work on our swan, that thoracic extension. So that's what I missed on the first side. Round and swan. And then it's slide, slide. This is very important. If you're doing the hip lift, it's not a hip hike. So my pelvis stays here and my leg goes up 2, 3. Okay. Here. This I should do every day. Here. Right. So it's that same thing we did with the stretches on the Cadillac. You can, if you're ever like, oh, I feel like I'm locked in my bottom knee, each one you can reset this bottom leg. You can bend it a few times. It also gets a deeper stretch here. This foot is pointed. Oh my goodness, this will stretch you like I feel like a big stretch through my back and then away from it. And then we slide, 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 and then we think about lifting, or we do, let's see. Woo. Ah. And line it up. Maybe this foot comes back. Get those knees together, tail down, and oh. So anyone who thinks it's just stretching is missing all the good stuff. It is its own workout, extension workout. We had side bends. The only thing we didn't have is a twist in this, right? And we got to work asymmetrical legs. All right. So let's get some play time, like 5 minute play time. 5 to 10 minute play time on the side stretch or the thing. Once, and you guys, I'm gonna talk with, okay. Oh my gosh, my hips are like, I feel so good. I know. Kim, if you can spotlight anyone on a ladder barrel just so I can see these. On this stretch, you rotate the leg bone down and in. Vicky, which particular stretch, babe? Down and in, which particular stretch? That one? Down and in? You square the hips off, but I mean, I wouldn't probably use those words all the time. Yeah, so
Like I just unmuted for a moment. I see people they're like up, so
yeah,
then down and pull the leg into the hip socket so that
yeah.
the hips are level and the leg is back against the
Yeah,
ladder.
yes, the hips should be square. Yes, correct.
Right.
They're so,
Okay.
but it depend, like, can they go down and back? I don't know. If I am usually this is a private, not a class, I can go there and like guide them back because it might not, what I don't want them is to like drop their hip, you know what I mean? Like, so it depends. If they have really tight hip flexors, they might not be able to do it. Yeah. If someone is on the fun size, so Cordelia is doing great with her stretch. Cordelia, can you slide away from your rungs a tiny bit? That's it. Maybe in too much. Yeah. Now do both legs down and up. Yeah, I want to stretch your waist. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Oh, your hips are tipping back, Cordelia. So with the stretches, if someone is on the fun size, you can put them on a platform, but I only do that if the hump of the barrel is higher than their hip and they're really tight. If the hump of the ladder barrel is high, but they're so open, they don't need a platform. But if their hips are tight, and so, and that right here, Vicky, I love your your right hip to find its way a little more towards the floor, just a little bit. Yeah. When you go over, reach it. Yes. Um, so that's when I'll put them on something. Oh, are you using your arms? That's your quad. So the reason I'm saying it's your quad is your entire right hip is going with your leg, like your pelvis is going with it. So just the leg can go. Put your right hand on your right hip. Okay, now try to lift your leg. That's what's happening in your side kicks. Do you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So we want it to be in the socket. Just like you do your single straight leg stretch. When you do your single straight leg stretch, I don't see your hip hiking. Yeah, getting better. Oh, yeah, the standing butt should be on fire. Oh, yeah. Well, you don't get to do that. So you have to find it somehow. You see it? So it's not that the quad isn't on, but I wouldn't care if her whole pelvis wasn't also going with the leg, right? Yes. And that's what happens in your side kicks. And it's in your side bend, it's tipping back. So it's just that spot on you is so tight. I think you need a major stretch time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You got some stretching to do. Yeah. And with those side bends, I want like, you don't want to just put the hips on the hump and go, okay, I'm balanced. You want to put it so that the body is getting a stretch. And then that bottom leg really has to do that reach. So Cordelia is pretty flexible, so I don't think she needs a platform, but if she was tighter, she would have a platform. Vicky, can you reach your left thigh down? Left thigh down as you go over. Yes. Yes, reach it away from you. Yeah. Oh, Dan, this is such a good exercise. Look at how high that knee is. So good for you. Oh, Cordelia, you see how you're getting shorter to lift the leg? See, yeah, try to get taller. Try not to put your hands behind the ladder, just behind the ladder. Just drape them. Just drape them. Okay, now lift your center to lift your, stand down and lift. One. Think about it, two. Think about it, three. There you go. Desi, is your bottom foot turned out? The other turned out. It should be in the back corner. Turn it out. Yeah, but now turn it out. There. Yeah, your pelvis will like you more. More space. Vicky, close, 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 close. The top leg stays at the level of your hip. So right where it is, don't lift your top leg any higher. Just lower your bottom leg. Just lower the bottom leg. Is there a reason Sally is so away from her arms? Yeah, flex your foot. But what are you wanting to have happen? What do you, no, you don't need more. Just flex your foot though. Like, yeah, protect your knee. Now just round forward. Do you feel like you're staying in your left butt, Sally? Okay, bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. Okay, now round forward from your left foot. And then Cordelia, can you get your butt off your foot? So lean your, yes, and I'll bring your knees together. Yeah. So how do you, I just want you resting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're fine here, Sally. I mean, if anything, you're tight, but you're good. This'll do. You should feel a deep, humongous stretch. Yeah. Hip points up.
Leslie,
Yeah.
so just now when I couldn't lift my leg, is it a possibility that because my height in the barrel's so high, I can't lift it, or should I still try and aim to try and lift it?
It's an interesting situation you're in because if you weren't so flexible, you would be on like just a thin, we would basically like where the frame is, there'd be the floor frame would be like a little mat for you to stand on. And then I think you could lift it, but the stretch would feel different.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have like a little,
Yeah, I
did your
do.
ladder grow?
There's a platform it comes with,
Yeah. Put
like
a
this.
flap. Yeah, put it on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, because now you're but hip down. Yeah. I thought there were two exercises, one where the top leg stays long and straight. So, Vicky, it's both legs together down and up, and then the top leg is straight, and just the bottom leg goes down and up. The top leg never goes up. Yeah. So, Sally Joe in a perfect world be standing on a platform. I actually like the space that you have, Sally Joe, because your hips are tight, but you'd be standing on a platform. We can use Christine's 2x4. Yeah. Christine's going to bring you a 2x4 for you, Sally. Laura made that for you? That's so cute. Sally Joe, you're a little, find your wheel, babe. So turn your hips are a little open. See how that right hip needs to come down? And then when you saw, yeah, it's almost like Christine, go to her leg and then grab her thigh. Just grab her whole thigh. And now twist it down. Turn it. Yes. See what I mean, Vicky? It's like sometimes I just like move their leg into the place because like she's so tight, she can't pull it back or down, right? But if we can do it. Mm-hmm. She should do a few bends and straightens for sure. Yeah. Find her butt. Yeah. Oh, Miranda, turn to face us, not your leg. Yeah. Yeah. So your hip's doing what Sally's is. Gotta drop it down. Yes. Oh, that's a lot of snaking. You gotta use your center, Miranda. You're like pulling your leg back like a snake. It just goes straight back. It's like you just teeter and teeter. Yeah. Good. All right, guys, as we wrap this up, are there any questions? So I don't know about you, but I really hope that these stretches become something you realize like are strengtheners. Like they stretch the places people are really tight, but they really are like creating strength. And we can start to introduce things like pre so much sooner, right? We can start to introduce a single leg elephant, right? If we know people's hips are tight, we can do this stretch, except for we're not going to lean into it, Gwen. Pull your weight back over your foot. That's the hip stretch. I know you want to do the my lean, but no, that one. But flex your foot. Yeah, flex your foot. Flex it. Yeah. And then straighten your left leg a few times, Quinn. Yeah, find your seat. So I just think that you can see a lot of different exercises in here, and we can start to really rally, get people ready because it's not just leaning forward, Gwen. Come back up. Your head's the last thing. Like drop your head down and round your back. Lift your ribs. Yes. Find your spine stretch forward. Yeah. In fact, a way to do it really hard would be like don't even let your arms touch the ladder. Now round up. And then don't forget the extension at the top. Lift your heart and then round. So you can make it harder. They can't even use their arms. Do not do that on the Cadillac, though, please. That is dangerous. Mm-hmm. You do both. So you side bend away, drop your left arm down, and side bend as you drop your right hip down. Now bring your right arm in front and reach it for the ladder barrel. The ladder, reach it in, and then take your left arm over. Yeah. And you can try to reach for that second rung instead of that thing that's in front. Yeah. All right. So as they finish, here's what I want to do. Kim has already put you guys into some groups, and we're gonna do little breakout rooms. We are okay. So here's what we learned a lot of exercises so far this weekend. And you know me, I know that you learn things by actually going to teach them to others. And then instead of insisting that you're right, if you can't agree on something, you get to ask the question, you come back, okay? So what I like, I know not everyone has a ladder barrel. So you're being paired up if you don't have a ladder barrel with people who have a ladder barrel. And I definitely, if people don't have a ladder barrel, I want them to get the priority in teaching because that's all they can do. Okay. But you're going to be in breakout rooms for about 30 minutes. So till 45, till quarter till. Um, and so here's what I think we'll do. Because there's going to be a couple thruples and things like that. I want you guys to share the mat exercises you're really good at and the ones you struggle with whoever's teaching. And then the teacher can prioritize teaching ladder barrel, spine corrector, or small barrel. So you guys play with any of the exercises we've learned. If we haven't learned the exercise yet, save it. We'll do it tomorrow, right? So that's what we'll do. And if you have a thruple, just do a little round robin. But again, like if they don't have access to a ladder barrel, they get to like please practice teaching and talking about it so you can make sure that your notes are really good. So when you ever have access to one, you feel really good about it. Okay. So Kim, are we ready?
We are.
All right. So at the house, you guys will just group off between the two rooms. Okay. All right. So go ahead. Let's go in the breakout rooms. Please don't take 7 minutes to figure out who's teaching first. Just like do it and take turns. Okay. So you're gonna no mat teaching, just find out what they do well and what they struggle with, and then teach exercises we've learned, and then write down your questions. So when we come back, we can go through them. Okay. All right. Kim, take us away. What's here? Okay. On. Thank. Well, should have been here for the last 4 minutes. Uh, um, you missed the wins, guys. You guys can all tell Cordelia what you missed. Okay, so uh, the for the touching, like There we go. Hold on. You do have to mute yourselves, guys. Okay, so put your hand where you're wanting words to be. Like when Vicky was like, "Oh, should their hip pull spiral in and pull down or whatever it is," right? Honestly, like that is where a hand cue of like let's like pulling it down. So pull like use your hands because and the reason is that for Vicky, it might be spiraling and down. But for someone else, it might be back and down. And for someone else, it might be like, oh, I have to push into my, like whatever. So I find that by like, you can use your hands, like, I want it here. And then they can figure out what are the muscles that take it there, right? Or if there's a gap in someone's low ribs, you can be like, find my hand. But those are the best, right? Those are the best. And then you got to get out of there because I do find that people just like leave their hand on people. Well, now that's weird. Why is my hand there? You know? Yeah, go ahead, Christine. You don't have to, you can just talk.
My position, when I worked with Lolita and Miguel, she did a whole like a side piece series up there. Thoughts on that? It's like the whole thing, like circles in the front back, like there's all the things.
So Lolita does a bunch you can do a ton of mat stuff on the barrels. It wasn't from Joe. And Lolita is like Lolita has so much changes in her program. Like she doesn't even if she still calls it classical, I'm surprised, but a lot of people don't consider it that anymore. Like she's def definitely changed it. Now, that being said, have I done sidekick series on the ladder barrel? Yeah, I've been stuck in a studio where the ladder barrel is the only thing I have. So you can absolutely like get your hips up on there. You can put your forearm on the rung. I I never saw that, and I find that to be quite difficult. I would find that to be quite difficult for people because also I have a problem with that. Side leg kicks is a tall back. So if she's there, what they're probably doing is putting their hips directly on top and lifting their back into a tall back. The side stretch is a side sit up. So the side stretch is a side bend. Side kicks is a tall back. So I only have ever taught side kicks where it's a tall back on there. You kind of put your forearm on the rung and then you do it. But that's because like you would get stuck in a studio with just the ladder barrel. Like, believe it or not, there used to be studios, everyone, that only had one or two of things and they were tiny. And you would be stuck, like, that would be the only thing there. And so you can do a lot. You can do single leg kicks on there. You could do some spine stretch forward on there. Like anything from the mat can be done there. But it's not stuff that like I necessarily teach on it to you guys because it's like I don't want you to think like, oh, that's where I do spine stretch forward. No, you're stuck there. What else can you do? You can do it. You know what I mean? But I think like it's enough to make sure like it's enough to just learn what's the spine of the ladder was really made for. It's just like get juicy on it, you know? Yeah. Yeah. What else? No, we feel good. Lots of good stuff today. So we have a bunch of still tomorrow. And we have some time for some breakout rooms tomorrow. So have a barrel. Breakout rooms means there's not a ton on the recordings. So definitely come so you can be in groups with people. Kim, want to jump on camera? Any final thoughts? It's their last weekend. They're gonna graduate and join you in the crew.
Which is amazing. And congratulations, even though, you still have a little bit more before you really do completely graduate. But yeah, no, I wanted to share that like you all look great. I was actually there that very first weekend when you started. And it is a big difference. And it's awesome that you guys are, really connecting so much more. But really like practice so much not just on other people, but on yourself. And when you're practicing for yourself, like go into it with the intention, like it always feels good, especially when you're done, but it's for your own feedback, but it's also like for some fun. Find the fun in it. And just remember that you're not supposed to be perfect because your humanness is actually like that imperfection helps you teach other people. It's not your perfection. So that's like 100%. You're not supposed to be perfect either. And the people you teach actually like it. Like, isn't it fun when you see Leslie reaching for that leg and being like, oh, that's a little tight there, right? You're like, oh, she's just like us, even though, she's super awesome, but she's just like us. She's not totally perfect.
Yeah. No.
Go
Thank
into it with that. Really like love yourself, have fun with it, and you're supposed to not be perfect.
Yeah. Love it, Kim Craig. Kim Craig is in the Toronto area, yeah? So if you're yeah, Canada. So we got Gwyneth is in BC and her mom Amy is in the afternoon and there so you guys have a place to hang. Friends on the other side.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
You're from Toronto. Oh, but they left for the
Oh, well, I'm actually in Barrie.
Barry. Okay. All right. Well, you guys are amazing. Kim Craig, you're amazing. I think I love having your guys' help just so I have time to see your faces. And everyone, please remember you did a lot of extensions today. If you have Epsom salt baths, hot baths, take them. Do some rolling exercises because you are going to feel sore along the sides of your spine. All right. So because you worked all those erectors. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.